Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Sam. I'm a professional hairstylist, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about assisting. Is it worth assisting first, or should you just go straight into being a full-time stylist? And if so, is it better to assist while you're in school, or should you just wait until after you graduate? So I just wanna share my personal experiences from the time that I was an assistant, just so you can kind of get an idea of what things you can kind of expect, like what that job entails, and just share my opinion and what my advice would be for those of you who are future stylists currently in beauty school. And if my hair and makeup is looking a little bit like a mess, oh my god, my mascara is kind of smudged a little bit. I just got home from work. I had a color correction today. It was a little bit crazy, but I was like, I need to film. So I have now been licensed and professionally doing hair for 2 years, and I did assist for about probably like 6 to 7 months. When I was still in beauty school, I was only like 2 months into school. So at that point, or I was like going on to my 3rd month. So I was just moving on to like level 2 in my school, which basically at that point, I just realized I have color on my hand. So at that point, I wasn't taking clients or anything like that. I was still in the classroom just doing bookwork and like working on mannequins. And I had just learned like basic haircuts. So I was still like very new into school, and I had been kind of like on the fence and not sure what I should do. Like, do I want to assist? Should I just wait till I get further along? So then that way the things that I'm like learning in the salon will kind of make more sense to me, right? Because if you're watching stylists do these more advanced techniques and stuff, for someone who's like still really fresh in school, you might not have any idea. Like what they're doing is like so advanced that you can't even really learn anything from it yet because you're just not there yet, right? So that's kind of where I was at. And an opportunity came up. There was a girl that was going to school with me that I had kind of become friendly with, and she was like one level ahead of me. And she had been assisting at the salon, and I guess they were looking for another assistant. And I guess they kind of left it up to her, like, hey, if there's any other people at your school that you feel would like fit in here and would do a good job, have them come in and interview. So she asked me to come in, and it was a really cute, kind of smaller organic salon. So the owner and all the stylists there were like vegan, and they were all into like cruelty-free, all natural kind of stuff. And all the products they used were organic. I say that term loosely because some people are like, it's not truly organic if it's not refrigerated. And like I said, it was small. There was only, I think, 3 full-time stylists there. So it was kind of perfect. It was also like right down the street from my school, so it was really convenient. And I met the owner, we just clicked, and she offered me the job on the spot, basically. And I was like, I have this opportunity like handed to me. Why not take it? It's a great opportunity for me to learn more stuff and to learn different things than what we're just learning in school. I'm getting my feet wet, so I'm getting like familiar with what a salon atmosphere is like. It's also relevant work experience that I can put on my resume. So even if I don't end up staying in the salon and becoming a full-time stylist here, if I decide I want to go work somewhere else, I'm going to be coming out of school with something on my resume. Like I've already worked in a salon before, whereas there's going to be other students graduating who don't have that experience. So it kind of like puts me a step above as well. And they did offer me a chair there, and I decided to decline it just because, and I've talked about this in videos before, so I'm sorry if this is repetitive, but because it was an organic salon, they were very limited in the types of products and the brands that they would use there. And I felt like as someone that was a brand new stylist, I wanted to kind of get my hands into everything, and I wanted to get to play around with different brands. I didn't want to be limited. And also their clientele, majority of their clients were a little bit older. They were like more middle-aged women that were just coming in to get their gray roots touched up. And some people would get like traditional foiled highlights, and that was kind of it. There wasn't too much like custom color, fashion colors, the things that I'm more into. So yeah, I had started that assisting job when I was like going on my 3rd month of school, and then I stayed there up until I graduated basically. And then from there I ended up going and working at a different salon, and I ended up getting hired as a full-time stylist. And if you guys want to know just a little bit more about like my work experiences and how my entire first year as a stylist went, I have other videos where I talk about that, so I will link those down in the description. But yeah, so that is kind of my assisting experience, and that was what I ended up doing. Now, as far as what the job actually entailed and what I had to do like each day, because I was still in school and I was still so early at the beginning of school, I, didn't have my license, a temporary license, nothing. So I wasn't able to actually like do color or cut anybody's hair or anything like that. So I was mainly just kind of like helping out around the salon. My main duties were to sweep, like after one of the stylists would finish a haircut, I would sweep up the hair. I would just kind of go through periodically and like dust the product shelves, make sure that the products all were like displayed nicely and that everything looked good. If anything was like running low on stock, I would go get it from the back and bring it out to the front. If anyone's barber side needed to be changed, I would do that. I would like clean down and wipe down stations. Anytime a stylist would be done with their bowl of color or something, I would take that to the back and I would clean everything. Yeah, just, keeping the salon clean. If the garbage needed to be changed, I would take the garbage out. I wasn't responsible for doing any like receptionist duties. There was a separate receptionist for that who would like check clients in and out and worry about appointments and all that. But when they would come in, I would ask, to take their jacket, ask if they wanted anything to drink. I would drape them, like put the cape over them. And then I would shampoo clients. Sometimes I would apply toners. I wasn't allowed to mix them myself, but if the stylist brought it to me like in a bottle already pre-mixed and was like, can you just put this on and then wash it off in 10 minutes, I would do that. Sometimes I would blow dry occasionally. And then whenever I did have some downtime, I was allowed to just watch and ask questions and just like absorb as much information as I wanted. And because it was a small salon, like I said, I had a decent amount of downtime, which was really nice. So I definitely picked up on a lot of just little things here and there. And it's interesting how I remember like in school, specifically with foiling and like doing highlights, we were just kind of taught like one way of doing it. Being in a salon and actually seeing like real stylists doing foils on real clients, I learned so many other different patterns and techniques that I can use. It was also nice too because since they used a different color line and just totally different products altogether than what we learned in school, I was able to learn other brands as well, which was nice. And I feel like that kind of helped me just become more knowledgeable overall and just become a little bit more well-rounded as a new stylist. Yeah, my experience as an assistant was really good. I have no complaints at all whatsoever, no regrets. I'm so glad that I did it because I really feel like it helped me just become more prepared. The thing is, like when you're in school, some schools I will say are a little bit better than others, but for the most part, your schooling is so short, at least here in the US. I know in other countries, the programs are a lot longer, but here in the US, if you're going to school full time, you are in and out of school anywhere from 9 months to like a year. It's really, really quick. And there's just no way, like the amount of things that you have to learn in that amount of time, like there's just no way that you could ever really get super in depth with each individual thing. And then on top of that, they have to stick to a certain curriculum. Like they need to teach you the things that you need to know in order to pass your state board. Like that is the main goal of your cosmetology school. Aside from like the technical skills, it also just gives you a real life behind the scenes look at what it's gonna be like once you finish school and once you become a stylist yourself. It also allows you to see how are they interacting with their clients when they're doing consultations, how are they doing their consultations, how are they handling maybe unhappy clients. All of that information is so good to have, I think, ahead of time. I think a lot of people don't realize when they want to become a hairstylist, they think, okay, I need to learn how to do hair. Yes, but that's only a small portion of it. There's so much more that goes into this job, and there's no way for you to really learn any of that stuff and experience it until you're actually in a salon experiencing it firsthand. Anyway, my best advice, if you are still currently in school or if you're, thinking about going to school sometime in the near future, absolutely try to assist while you're still in school. The earlier that you can start, because I know for me, I felt like, well, I literally just started school. Like, it's probably too early for me. It's never too early. There are going to be some salons that maybe don't want to hire you until you have your temporary license, because until you have that temporary license, you're kind of limited in what you can do. But if you can find a salon that's just looking for somebody to help out around the salon, keep things clean, shampoo, etc., definitely take the opportunity. Even if it's not your ideal salon and it's not somewhere where you want to work as a stylist later on, that's totally fine, but just get some type of experience while you're in school. I highly, highly suggest it. So reach out to different salons in your area. If there's any particular stylist that you follow in your area that you really look up to, reach out to them, you know, let them know that you really admire their work and you'd love to learn from them, and you just want to know if they just are looking for somebody to just help them out in any kind of way. Even if the salon maybe can't hire you and they can't pay you, but if they can let you come in just a couple times a week, just for a few hours, to just come and watch. I'm not saying that you should do any work for free, but if you can come in and just watch them working and just ask questions and learn, definitely do it. Any opportunity that you have to just get more experience, get more information, just be a sponge and soak it all in. So I think that is pretty much everything that I wanted to say. Hopefully. I hope that you guys found this video informative and helpful. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. And like I said, I will have those other videos linked down in the description if you want to know anything else about my work experience. That is gonna be it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out so much. And make sure you subscribe. We are so close to 100,000 subscribers. I can't even believe it. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell notification so you don't miss when I upload, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.